Okay, so salute to Reasons Why. Thank you for reminding me to do this video. Salute to Brian Kelly and salute to Kerry Gawker Jones. So without any further ado, let's get into it.
In Chicago now, a woman claims a CVS drugstore manager called police on her when she tried to redeem a coupon at his store. The woman, who is black, took out her phone and recorded their interaction. ABC's Janae Norman with that video tonight.
African American.
A CVS manager coming under fire, captured on cell phone video calling 911 on a black customer trying to use a coupon.
You can tell them her name is Camilla Hudson. I have ID and will share it.
The manager visibly shaking while making the call.
African American.
Black. No, I'm not African American. I'm black. Black isn't a bad word.
Camilla Hudson tells ABC News that she started recording shortly after she handed the manufacturer coupon to another CVS manager.
He goes, well, I can't accept this. So I said, okay, why can't you accept it? Because it looks fraudulent.
She says they never even scanned her coupon to see if it was real. Then the incident escalating. Manager Maury Matson calling 911.
And he says to me, you should probably leave because I've called the police.
Police tell ABC they were informed a female was threatening staff and refusing to leave. The incident just the latest in a string of episodes caught on camera of white people calling the cops on black people for everyday activities, like these two black men arrested at Starbucks shortly after one of them tried to use the bathroom.
I don't take issue with them refusing the coupon. There's a way to do that.
And CVS has apologized to Hudson and says those two employees involved in the incident won't be working in the store pending the findings of their investigation. As for that manager who called police, he declined our request for comment. Tom?
Janae Norman for us tonight. Janae, thank you.
If my memory serves me correctly, this all started with Bob Marley's niece or daughter had the police called out on her and her film crew because they were in a predominantly white neighborhood. They said they looked like burglars, robbers, thieves. Then you had Barbecue Becky. She called the police on a group of black people minding their own business, barbecuing at the park. That's why she got the name Barbecue Becky. This is like a 2018 version of the Sundown Town. Then you recently had this black woman who got the police called on her in CVS because she had coupons. Over coupons. Then you had the young black boy get the police called on him because he was mowing a lawn. Wow. You talk about not seeing young black boys work with their hands, mow a lawn, understanding that you need to keep your neighborhood and your home clean at a young age. You guys complain about that, but then when he does it, you call the police on him. Then you had the black guy who got the police called on him because he had on socks in the pool. Now, I agree the police should have not been called. However, brother, why do you have on socks in the pool? People try to make it seem like socks and peeing in the pool is the same thing. No, it isn't. They can't do anything about you peeing in the pool, but they can have a no sock policy. The black woman who goes to Yale, she was sleeping in the hallway or somewhere like that, and they called the police on her. They said, I know her black ass don't go here. Who is this bum on Yale property sleeping? So we have a problem here in America where you have Caucasian people calling the police on black people because they feel like it. And what I gather from all of these situations is that there is a huge percentage of white people, Caucasian people, who don't want to be around or see black people. It is what it is. It's the harsh reality of life. You have a huge percentage of white people who do not want to be around black people, period. All white people were not for integration. A lot of white people feel like this, you know, anywhere we move, they follow us. And in a way, that is true. In a way, that is true. There is a lot of truth to that. And the flip side of that is that they don't want to be around you. That's why they moved away. So when they see you in their pool with your socks on, they are going to think to themselves, and this is horrible, but it is what it is. It is what it is. You are contaminating our pool, our water supply. That's how they look at you. And then on top of that, you have this Papa John's incident. You have police officers gunning down black men in the streets. But I want to take a minute to talk about the black guy that got killed in Chicago. He did have a gun and he drew his weapon. Chicago have very, very harsh gun laws. Some of the harshest gun laws in the country. So just by that there, he knows he's wrong. You clearly see on the camera that he's reaching for his gun. Reaching for his gun, and God bless you, brother. You know, rest in peace. But he caused his demise. He caused his demise. If he wouldn't have ran, if he wouldn't have flashed his gun, if he wouldn't have reached for his gun, he just might be here today. But you have black people out there marching for that. I don't mean to go off, but I just had to add that in there because it's so much going on right now. So much buffoonery. And may he rest in peace. And, you know, I don't wish any bad on any black person, anyone. However, your behavior, your character plays a huge role if you are going to be going home, jail, or in a square box at the end of the day. Your character. And his character played a huge role in his demise. Now, my question to all of the black Americans that are outraged about this, are you going to hold black cops accountable? Are you going to hold black cops accountable, allowing their department that they work for racially profile black Americans in the open? And do not come to my channel talking about that's not the correct term. I understand that. I'm using that term because people know exactly what I'm talking about. Everyone don't look at it at your terms. I'm going by what's known globally. So, if you're going to hold the black cops accountable, personnel, fire departments, they're not saying anything. They're not going to mess up their paycheck for you. Why should they mess up their paycheck for you? If a black cop gets fired for standing up for black people, are black people going to create a fund for him or her and their family? See, if they're going to take a shot for you, you have to take a shot for them. That's how this works. You just can't demand things. And you say, well, kid, are you taking it for the cops? No. No, I'm not. Cops who allow this type of behavior are, in fact, coons. And this is the proper context to use the word coon. Coon is a action, not a opinion. Now, if you were to call these cops a coon or coons, I would have to agree with you, even though I don't use that word. But as of now, what's going on right now, that word fits. And what black people are going to have to do is learn how to do for yourself. It's the end game now. Every culture does it. You're going to have to find a way to do it. These people are letting you know that they don't want absolutely anything to do with you. They hate your guts. If you're not dribbling a basketball, if you're not buck dancing, if you're not a Tiffany Haddish, they don't want to see you. People have been trying to tell you this. And now it's here, and you have to call. Listen, you have white people who are racially profiling you, and then the cops that are coming are also white. So you are defending yourself by yourself against two people from the same culture. A white person that lives in an upscale neighborhood and you don't live there. You don't live there. You're going to film in their neighborhood. They have every right to know who you are. I'll give them that much. You can't just go to people's neighborhoods and just start filming and think you're going to do what you want to do. I'm not saying that they should have had the cops called on them. Maybe you had a permit by the city. If you did, then okay. But then again, they still have a right to peek out their windows. That's what neighbors do. They peek out their windows. You have at least one neighbor in your whole neighborhood that knows what everyone wears, everybody, what car they drive, because they're so damn nosy. So you have those neighbors who know who everyone is, and if you don't look familiar, they're going to call the cops on you. And a lot of people, black people that live in the hoods or black communities, or so-called black communities, they don't understand this because anyone can come into those neighborhoods. See, when you start getting higher up into the money, you just can't go into those people's property. They have strict rules. You think you can go inside of Bel Air and just hang out, sleep? No, you'll never see a homeless person inside of Bel Air. Bel Air is its own gated city. Okay? That's where all of your ballers are living. All of your A-list actors and actresses and entrepreneurs and Apple designers, all of that stuff. They have rules. If you come in there, you have to check with security at the gate first before you even are granted access to go further. We have to know who you are. Who are you here to see? So you have people who behave like that. You have neighborhoods who want to keep their neighborhood safe for their children, and nothing will stop them. You have people that are like that live in these middle, upper, and higher class neighborhoods. And that's not excusing why the police is being called on you. If they called the police on a suspicious white guy the week before, and they called the police on you, then maybe it's not racist. They just do that. But if they're just solely calling the police on you, then yeah. Yeah, that's racially profiling a person to the point where they can't go anywhere. Everywhere they go, they are being harassed. It's like a newer version of the Sundown Town. This has to be fixed ASAP. And what's so unfortunate is that you have children that are experiencing this at a young age. If young white kids were being harassed, going to school, mowing a lawn, you guys would have a summit. You guys would put and what I mean by you guys are Caucasians. You would put a Amber Alert ×2 out. But if it's young black kids, and again, that's up to black people in black America to take care of black children. It's not up to white America. It's not. But the fact that you guys will allow people to harass another group of people based off of his skin color, his skin tone, his features, anything. These white people do not want to live around black people. They don't want to see you. They take it as an insult, and you guys have not figured this out yet. There is too many Caucasian butt smooching channels on YouTube, especially in the black sector, and all they do is show you their rear end, and all you do is kiss it. And while they are calling the police on you, the police are shooting you down in the streets, harassing you, following you, stalking you, racially profiling you. You have another segment of black America doing the Drake challenge. And so you get the idea that you're at a point where there's nothing you can do. They have more of a problem with the person reporting on it than the person doing it, the people who are doing it. The people who are practicing in this backwards behavior, they don't get critiqued. Just the people who are talking about it, critiquing, broadcasting about it, making a podcast out of it. So now you have so much stuff going on, you don't have any defense. You don't have a defensive mechanism to help you out or stop anything. It's just that if they say your black ass is at the wrong place at the wrong time, then that means your black ass is at the wrong place at the wrong time. And what we're going to do for you, we're not going to wait until you get good damn ready to leave. We're going to call 911, and 911 is going to drag your black ass out of here. That's what 911 going to do, because I'm white and they're white. Hey, take that. You've been had. You thought they liked you. You thought they liked you. They don't like you. You have too many examples proving that they do not like you. Sure, there are some cool white women and white men. I shouldn't even have to say that, but people are you're gonna have that Negro come to your comment section and say, "Hey kid, not all white people." You're always taking up for them. You have this black and brown unity going on in Chicago over police killings. And it's like, listen, yeah, you guys are joined hand in hand with this, only this, but when it's over, they go back into their corner and discriminate against you. No one likes you. So you're going to have to start doing for yourself. That's it. There's no other options. You're out of options. I have a story to do about two Kenyan women that were in Lebanon. They were on a visa from Kenya, and they were beat by Lebanese men in the middle of the streets in front of everyone. And the law allows them to do it. And the guy that beat those Kenyan women was a off-duty soldier for the Lebanese army. And then when they went to court, they were getting ready to be deported. Like, they don't play. Men from other ethnicities, especially from third world countries, they backhand their women. In Saudi Arabia, women are just now, I believe is just now being able to drive, granted the rights to drive. And so there's a lot said about the black male, but the black male don't do what this guy from Lebanese do. These guys will whoop your black ass in the middle of the streets in a Middle Eastern country. No respect for you. You look at what's going on here in America with Asian men cocking back and popping black women in the mouth, beating them down in his beauty supplies, nail salons. Nail salons. That goes to show you how much respect they have for you. Now you're getting the police called on you. What part of this don't you understand? You can't look to them to fix the problem. You have to fix the problem. You have to find a way to fix the problem. I told you it's going to be a very, very, very hot summer. Wow, summer 18 is one for the record books. So we'll see how all of this plays out. I'm out. Peace.